I'm Don Shipman, still facing tonight, in fact, a potentially dangerous situation for firefighters fighting flames at Remet Manufacturing this morning.
And the fire broke out at 7 o'clock this morning on Turner Street at the Utica-Frankfort line. It is your top story. Frankfort and Utica firefighters responded, and some are still on scene tonight fighting this fire. A Utica firefighter was taken away by ambulance after slipping on the ice while fighting the flames. But the ice wasn't the only challenge. Remet is a producer of wax, and that process involves chemicals. News Channel 2's Brent Carney live from the Utica-Frankfort line tonight. Brent, what can you tell us?
Good evening, Don and Kristen. Just hours after the first of the 911 calls came in this morning, smoke continues to come out of the Remet building, corporation building here at the Utica-Frankfort line. You can just see behind me that firefighters are continuing to spray water onto the building, and they say that this morning, fighting this fire was quite the challenge.
Today's fire was a challenge for the multiple departments that arrived to fight it.
Obviously, it's a heavily industrial building, so it did cause us some issues early on with all the smoke that was in there, and all our members were operating there. It's a pretty dangerous situation for the firefighters that are operating on the interior of the structure.
When fire crews arrived, they were greeted with heavy flames and heavy smoke coming from the building. Firefighters did try to battle it from the inside, but the fire and smoke was too heavy, and they were forced outside.
We were inside the structure fighting fire from the interior for quite some time. About 75 minutes we were interior before we had to pull the crews out.
The weather also didn't help today either.
The weather's definitely been an issue. A lot of snow behind the building. We had to get some access there.
They had to clear a path for one of them to get down there because of the snow and ice. And it's just a matter of digging things out, and it's in the walls, and it's just a hard access to get to.
The building's location to the road also forced crews to run hundreds of feet of hosing. The contents of the building were also on the minds of fire crews.
This fire got very extensive in a very short amount of time. A lot of materials inside the structure, and it's proved difficult to put out.
The potential for hazardous chemicals inside also weighing heavy.
I'm not sure of the chemicals. I know they're only in one part of the building, and that building was not involved with the fire.
And I'm sure many firefighters were very thankful of that. Still no word yet on what caused the fire. State fire officials were here this morning trying to investigate that. But also coming up tonight at 6, I'll show you a very interesting technique that firefighters use to try and regain control of this fire. Live at the Frankfort Utica line, I'm Brent Carney for News Channel 2. Don and Kristen.